Heads up.
Oh, you gotta take the safety off on the side there.
Don't do that.
Prime Video is packed with incredible films most people completely overlook, and we're here to fix that. From dark comedies to overlooked thrillers and international festival winners. These are the 10 hidden gems you need to watch right now. Trust us, this list just might change what you stream next. Number 10, Made. Jon Favreau's Made is a gritty, offbeat crime comedy that plays like a spiritual cousin to Swingers, but with a darker, more grounded tone. Favreau directs and stars as Bobby, a struggling everyman who reluctantly enters the world of organized crime alongside his reckless best friend Ricky, played by a scene-stealing Vince Vaughn. What starts as a simple money laundering job spirals into chaos as the pair navigate mobsters, misunderstandings, and moral lines they never thought they'd cross. Made is raw, funny, and surprisingly heartfelt. It may not have the same polish as Favreau's later films, but its scrappy charm and character-driven storytelling make it a hidden gem worth rediscovering. Number 9, The Endless.
It doesn't let me sleep. It doesn't let me dream.
The Endless is a cerebral, low-budget sci-fi horror that slowly pulls you into its unsettling loop. Directed by and starring Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, the film follows two brothers who return to a cult they escaped as children, only to discover something far more terrifying than they remembered. What begins as a reunion quickly spirals into a cosmic mystery filled with time loops, unseen forces, and eerie phenomena. The world building is subtle but immersive, and the tension builds with every strange clue. While its indie roots show in the minimal budget, the ambition and execution make it feel much bigger. With a 92% score on Rotten Tomatoes, The Endless proves you don't need blockbuster effects to deliver mind-bending, Lovecraftian horror. It's a haunting hidden gem that will stick with you. Number 8, Last Flag Flying.
You smell urine. I love it. It's like the official scent of the city.
Things that come into your head and out of your mouth.
Directed by Richard Linklater, Last Flag Flying is a quietly powerful road film that reunites 3 Vietnam War veterans, played by Steve Carell, Bryan Cranston, and Lawrence Fishburne, for a mission none of them expected, burying a fallen son. Set in 2003 during the early days of the Iraq War, the film blends humor, memory, and mourning as the trio embarks on a cross-country journey filled with unresolved trauma and reluctant camaraderie. Carell's subdued grief contrasts sharply with Cranston's brash irreverence and Fishburne's calm, reformed persona, creating a dynamic that feels lived in and authentic. While some criticized its sentimental turns, the performances carry undeniable weight. Last Flag Flying is a thoughtful meditation on patriotism, loss, and the enduring bonds of brotherhood, one that rewards patience with emotional resonance. Number 7, Blue Ruin. Blue Ruin is a lean, haunting revenge thriller that strips the genre to its raw, nerve-fraying essentials. Written and directed by Jeremy Saulnier and starring Macon Blair, the story follows a vagrant named Dwight, who's pulled out of obscurity by a long-buried trauma. His parents' murderer is being released from prison. What unfolds isn't slick action or polished vigilante justice. It's clumsy, brutal, and painfully human. Funded in part by Kickstarter and made on a micro-budget, Blue Ruin uses its limitations to create an intimate, almost documentary-like realism that makes every choice feel irreversible. With a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes and widespread critical acclaim, it's a masterclass in doing more with less. If you're into revenge stories with a soul and a serious sting, Blue Ruin is a hidden gem worth discovering. Number 6, Come As You Are.
Scotty found a place that caters to guys like us.
You're going to get laid.
Come As You Are is a heartfelt road trip comedy that pushes past crude setups to reveal something genuinely human. Directed by Richard Wong, the film follows 3 young men with disabilities, 1 paraplegic, 1 recently wheelchair-bound, and 1 blind, who secretly escape their overbearing parents for a cross-country trip to a brothel that caters to people like them. Along the way, they're joined by a tough, no-nonsense driver, played by Gabourey Sidibe. whose own story adds unexpected depth to the journey. What starts as a sex comedy quickly becomes a story about independence, dignity, and friendship. It's funny, touching, and refreshingly honest in the way it treats its characters, not as punchlines, but as people. Come As You Are manages to be both disarming and deeply moving, making it a hidden gem well worth the trip. Number 5. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil.
Who wants to go skinny dipping?
At first glance, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil looks like another backwoods slasher, but it flips the script in the most hilarious way. Directed by Eli Craig, this horror comedy stars Alan Tudyk and Tyler Labine as two well-meaning hillbillies who are mistaken for killers by a group of panicked college students. What follows is a brilliant series of escalating misunderstandings, accidental deaths, and blood-soaked chaos that parodies every backwoods horror trope in the book. But beneath the laughs, there's a surprisingly sweet story about friendship, love, and not judging a book by its cover. Thanks to clever writing, sharp performances, and just the right amount of gore, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil isn't just a great parody. It's one of the smartest horror comedies of the last 2 decades. Number 4. The Night of the Hunter.
Superb, unforgettable performances by an extraordinary array of talent.
We are taking you back here. Charles Laughton's The Night of the Hunter, released in 1955, is a one-of-a-kind Southern Gothic nightmare dipped in German expressionism and whispered bedtime prayers. Robert Mitchum's performance as the sinister preacher, Harry Powell, tattoos of love and hate on each fist, is the stuff of cinematic legend. This is a movie where shadows do more acting than some entire casts, and lullabies feel like warnings. Laughton, in his only directorial outing, crafts a haunting fable about innocence, evil, and survival that feels just as strange and powerful today as it must have in the 50s. Despite bombing on release, it's since become a stone-cold classic, studied, celebrated, and endlessly referenced. A horror fairy tale that burns itself into your memory. Number 3. Stranger Than Fiction.
Oh.
Harold couldn't concentrate on his work.
I can't think while you're talking.
If you've never cried during a Will Ferrell movie, this might be the one that does it. Stranger Than Fiction is a metaphysical dramedy that feels like it was ghost-written by fate itself. Harold Crick lives an ordinary life until he hears a voice narrating it. The voice? Emma Thompson, playing an author who just so happens to be writing his death. What follows is part romance, part existential reckoning, and completely unforgettable. With an understated Ferrell performance, Maggie Gyllenhaal's warmth, and Dustin Hoffman playing the world's chillest literature professor, this is a story about stories and how they shape our lives. Funny, clever, and kind in all the right ways. This one's got a pulse, and sometimes that's all a movie needs. Number 2. Hundreds of Beavers. No movie in recent memory has weaponized absurdity quite like Hundreds of Beavers. This snow-covered slapstick fever dream follows Gene Kayak, a drunken Applejack merchant who goes full wilderness warrior in an escalating war with, yes, beavers. Told in black and white with zero dialogue, it's equal parts Buster Keaton, Looney Tunes, and 8-bit video game. Every trap, punchline, and explosion is handcrafted chaos, made on a shoestring budget and bursting with creativity. Director Mike Cheslick and star Ryland Tews deliver a one-of-a-kind cinematic blitz that turns cartoon logic into indie gold. This is not just a movie, it's a stunt-filled, snowballing gauntlet of pure imagination. Hundreds of Beavers is what happens when filmmakers throw out the rulebook and give a damn. Number 1. Another Round. At first glance, Another Round sounds like a drinking game, but what it delivers is a deeply human, strangely life-affirming meditation on purpose, friendship, and the risks we take to feel alive again. Mads Mikkelsen leads a powerhouse ensemble as one of 4 disillusioned high school teachers who test a theory that maintaining a steady buzz, specifically a 0.05% blood alcohol level, can unlock their potential. What starts as a goofy social experiment turns into something far more emotional and unpredictable. Director Thomas Vinterberg walks a tonal tightrope, blending comedy, tragedy, and quiet grace, culminating in one of the most joyous final scenes of the decade. Another Round isn't just about alcohol, it's about waking up, And sometimes, a little chaos is exactly what it takes to shake you back to life.
You mind if I help?
He's making her dig her own grave.
There's no rules out here. It's us against them.
And that's our list of 10 hidden film gems on Prime Video that deserve way more love. Whether you're into pitch-black comedies, genre-bending thrillers, or emotional gut punches with unexpected heart, there's something in here to shake up your watch list.
Out the window, they can track us. Mo, you too. Throw your phone out! My mom knows you, she knows your mom. Toss it, do it!
No hype, no algorithms, just great cinema that flew under the radar. So what are you watching next? Drop your picks in the comments, and if you dig deep cuts like these, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the next countdown. Until then, happy streaming, and we will see you on the couch.